At Brickworks, we've been busy. Our team has been hard at work exploring advanced technologies, testing new innovations, and connecting with the beauty, colour, and texture of our natural landscape. In collaboration with you and experts from across the globe, we've created a new collection of products designed to inspire, excite, and endure. Get ready to see what we've been up to. Get ready for Brickworks B20.
Hello everyone and welcome to B20, the boldest product launch of the year and the biggest in Brickworks history. My name is Dana Tomic-Hughes. I'm an interior designer and founder and editor of Yellow Trace. We're coming to you from Sydney and broadcasting across Australia. In the spirit of reconciliation, Brickworks acknowledges the traditional custodians of country throughout Australia and their connections to land, sea and community. We pay our respect to their elders past, present and emerging, and extend that respect to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people today. I'm honoured to have been invited by Brickworks to host this significant event and build on our ongoing working relationship, friendship and a shared passion for bricks. I'm joined by Brett Ward, Group General Manager of International Marketing at Brickworks. Brett and I are really excited to guide you through this event with special guests joining us along the way. So Brett, what can we expect from B20?
Well, welcome Dana. It's great to have you join us and thank you for being a part of our Brickworks B20 launch. I'd like to say a very warm welcome to our valued customers and staff from across Australia who are watching tonight's event. Having been with Brickworks for 26 years, I can definitely say this is by far the biggest, boldest and most beautiful range of products we have ever released. Now tonight, you'll hear from Brickworks staff who have helped develop and make these new products possible. So Dana, I can't wait to show you what we've been working on.
Brett, with all the challenges of the year, what inspired you to get to work on something as big as this?
I know, Dana, it seems almost impossible, but Brickworks Managing Director, Lindsay Partridge, saw an opportunity earlier this year to rapidly expedite our new product efforts. Now, Lindsay's been with Brickworks for over 30 years, providing invaluable experience and steady leadership. And with a ceramic engineering background, he has a deep understanding of masonry manufacturing. Now, Lindsay's been incredibly hands-on throughout this entire process, so it's only fitting that Lindsay launches Brickworks B20. It gives me great pleasure to welcome and introduce Brickworks Managing Director, Mr. Lindsay Partridge, for our opening B20 address.
Hello and welcome. We will never forget 2020, a year like no other. And the B20 launch will be a product launch like no other. It was clear in February and March that the pandemic would change the way we work and live. But it also became apparent it would accelerate changes already underway. At Brickworks, once we stabilised the business, we focused on 4 pillars for the post-pandemic world. Our staff are essential to our success, so we increased staff training so our team would be better equipped to handle the future. Our customer interaction would have to be online, and we reinvented our entire digital program. It would be vital to maintain our capital program to invest in the future. And finally, we set to work to completely recreate our product lineup. We call this B20. Tonight we see the work of the last 6 months. There are over 100 new products that have been produced, tested, packaged and ready for sale. This year, we've been open to new possibilities. The efforts to establish exactly what we would want to showcase for the B20 launch involve collaboration of Brickworks executive, sales, research and production teams. The circumstances we've all endured will have a lasting impact on how we live. Homes are now more than houses. They must offer protection. They are a family's place of sanctuary from the pandemic. Creating a healthy environment is crucial. I'm very proud of our company's efforts to achieve more with less natural resources, and as part of B20, we are proud to expand our carbon neutral brick range and lead the way in sustainable manufacturing. Only Austral bricks are guaranteed for 100 years and can be recycled or reused over and over again. Our belief in making beautiful products that last forever is now more important than ever as we move on from the concept of temporary solutions and built-in obsolescence to a world where we value resources and our environment more carefully. Over the years, Brickworks has continued to evolve. We've added new brands to meet emerging building technologies. We've expanded into global markets, exporting and importing only the world's very best products. We never would have thought 2 years ago we would today specify a job in Hong Kong from our design studio in Philadelphia for a brick designed in Australia and made in Italy. We've also established a very strong business in the United States with Glengarry. All of this has put us in the unique position of being able to assess global trends and translate these trends into locally manufactured products, supporting Australian industry and employment. We've also used this year to reflect on the global trends for how inspiration is delivered. This year, for the first time ever, you can watch a product launch like this in the comfort of your home, then book a time online to visit one of the design studios for a tailored experience. Finally, we are proud to use this opportunity to give back. By watching, you'll be helping the Children's Cancer Institute as we donate $5 per live viewer. We hope from this product launch you take away our intention to make a positive difference with how we make, design, build and live in our communities. Thank you for your continued support wherever you are watching from. Please enjoy Brickworks B20. Stay safe, everyone.
What a great start, Brett. And congratulations on your work with the Children's Cancer Institute.
Thanks, Dana. Brickworks has been a principal supporter for the past 12 years, with our staff making weekly donations and engaging on a range of projects that have seen Brickworks contribute over $4 million to this very important cause. We wish the Children's Cancer Institute the very best for their future endeavours.
That's a fantastic achievement, Brett. Huge congratulations to Brickworks and to your customers for their generosity. And just a reminder to everybody watching online, you're making a difference simply by being here, as Brickworks is donating $5 for each live stream viewer. So please keep on watching. Now, I think it's time to reveal some of the amazing new products.
I'm with you, Dana, and we have a lot to showcase tonight, so let's get started. We're going to start our B20 launch from one of our biggest product categories, bricks. Now, within Brickworks Australia, we have 4 brick brands. They include Austral Bricks, Bauer Bricks, Daniel Robertson and New Brick, with each of these brands launching new products today. Now, our Australian brick business is headed up by David Fitzharris, the Group General Manager. Now, David's been a driving force behind many of our successes at Brickworks, so there is no one better to launch our Australian brick collections. But before we get to David, it's worth saying another massive thank you to our amazing customers who give us advice, inspiration and direction when we're working on new products. So with that said, let's hear from one of our valued clients who's been a trusted advisor on our journey leading up to the B20 launch.
New trends are driven by award-winning architects and designers. Their vision and creativity to imagine environments and spaces for us to live, work and play in is inspiring. But the manifestation of their ideas is then up to having access to the right colours, products and materials, as well, of course, as master tradespeople, to make that dream a reality. Media, old and new, then share the images of those wonderful buildings and rooms with us. And when something new and innovative pops up repeatedly, more than once or twice, and in all corners of the globe, then that is called a trend.
A highlight would be the completion of display villages, which we do many, but it's the opportunity to have a great streetscape, good-looking houses, and the outside speaking to the inside. Brickworks have created a new buzzword around bricks. They have collaborated with industry professionals and in turn have come up with latest design trends and revolution to the residential market. Choosing a brick for a home is a big decision. It is all about the curb appeal. The external brick decision plays an integral part in the cohesive outcome of good visual impact for a home. Bricks will always be in vogue and stand the test of time. A beautiful brick is an added investment to a home. Creative inspiration comes from many ingredients. Passion and design for colour, a creative and a visual mind, the ability to store ideas away for future use, maybe a visit to a furniture store, a piece of fabric or just a colour, Magazines and photographs can trigger new concepts or spark an idea for the future.
Welcome, David. It's great to have you here for this fantastic launch. How long have you been with Brickworks?
I've been with the company for close to 34 years. Brickworks is like home to me. It's been great to see the staff I employ grow and develop, become part of the Brickworks family, just like Brett and Millie, who are here today. Many of our staff have service of over 20 years and beyond. The company has grown substantially, and I've seen a lot of changes across the business in that time.
It's extraordinary to see so many long-serving members of staff at Brickworks. It's a really exceptional commitment to the company, and I can see why you were chosen to launch the first products for B20. All right, where would you like to start, David?
Today, we have the pleasure in showcasing over 80 fabulous new colours from across our national brick business. The beautiful products we are launching vary from amazing sandstocks from New South Wales, two-tone bricks from Victoria, to complex colours and rugged textures from Tasmania. The first range we are proud to present today is from New South Wales, and I'm pleased to launch our new sculptured sands. This range is a traditional sandstock brick that was inspired and formed by nature and includes the natural series and our plate collection. As you can see, the range is a soft velvet sand texture, emulating the colours of the earth. This range is available in 13 colours and was developed in consultation with architects and local designers.
David, these bricks look just amazing. How are they manufactured to create such a beautiful texture?
Each brick is thrown into an individual mould that is coated in sand and sawdust. This helps create the varying texture that you see here. In order to produce the opaque collection, each brick is further coated with a ceramic wash.
I can see both architects and homeowners falling in love with these. What other new products do you have from New South Wales?
Our next range from New South Wales is an updated classic, Barrow Bricks. Our world-famous Barrow brand is seen on some of the best brick buildings in Australia, such as the Frank Gehry UTS building and Arc by Crown, and as far away as the Australian Embassy in Bangkok. I'm pleased to present our new Barrow blends. The team has designed an extensive range of new blends to meet the increasing demand for this new style of architecture. There are 9 blends to choose from in this new collection.
This is a really vibrant range. It's almost like tapestries of colour. Okay, that's New South Wales covered. What products are we launching from Queensland?
Our products being launched from Queensland are the new mineral contours, available in 4 neutral colours.
This is a really refined collection. Looking at the differences between the colours in your last 2 ranges versus this one, was it challenging to achieve these subtle variations in tone?
Well, Dana, it's all about the quality of the clay, the natural additives and the firing techniques. For the mineral contours, we had to source pure white clays to enable us to create these contemporary colours.
And what kind of architecture do you see these being used in?
We see these being used in demand for both modernist and even brutalist style, as the cooler grey shades will blend very well with glass, concrete and natural stone.
I've got to say, with all these fantastic products, I really wish I was building a new house now.
This is just the beginning. To finish up in Queensland, I'd like to present the Panorama 50 collection.
These are in the linear format, right?
Yes, we have a lot of interest in these dimensions. I'd expect to see them stack bonded, and we know the white cold snowfield will be very popular, particularly throughout Queensland.
I can definitely imagine these stack bonded. I'm sure they'd look really good. Okay, David, where are we going to next?
Well, Dana, every year in Adelaide hosts a very famous festival. Do you know what it is?
Do you mean the Fringe Festival?
That's the one. And here we have the brick to match it. Much like the festival, this range is not so careful, but celebrates diversity. These new blended colours capture the spirit of collaboration and inspire originality.
They really evoke a sense of fun. Is there anything else as exciting as this from South Australia?
Well, we have developed the new forest range, which is inspired by South Australia's natural habitats. It's a range of 5 lush, richly textured bricks in earthy colours. I'm now proud to present our new products from Victoria. Obviously, the year has been very tough for everyone in Victoria, and I really need to acknowledge the incredible effort by our team. In fact, they have managed to come up with 3 new brick ranges since the initial lockdown in March. The Stratos series, the Domain range, and the New Brick Laneway.
I can almost see the storm clouds in the Stratos series. What was the inspiration for this range?
Yes, these have been inspired by the drama of nature, clouds, and Australia's coastal landscapes. They have a marble texture and come in 4 beautiful shades of grey. Finally, we're excited to present the Laneway collection from our New Brick brand. This range celebrates the character of Melbourne's back streets and laneways. Again, these solid bricks are still crafted the same way since 1960 on traditional brick presses.
Oh yeah, that's very Melbourne. David, I'm so pleased to hear a good news story from Victoria.
I'd like to share a video with you now with some background from our Victorian plant manager, Michelle O'Connor.
All right, let's watch it.
To make a new range of bricks, the process is a lot of trial and error. More of an art form than a science. As a scientist, that hurts me a little. In the R&D process, my inspiration is all the beautiful old houses in Melbourne. I walk around the streets around Fitzroy, and the beautiful Edwardian and Victorian buildings, trying to mimic that and bring that character back into our range. The new technologies we're bringing into the new range are about consistent inconsistency. There's been a lot of challenges during lockdown 2020. There's only so much you can do on Zoom or over the phone or iMessage. When it comes to bricks, you want to be able to touch them and see them and feel them, and you just can't do that over Zoom no matter how hard you try. Architects and designers, if they keep using bricks as a building block for their amazing buildings, those buildings are going to last forever. I feel really proud of the new products that we've made. I think they're really dynamic. I think people are going to love them when they start building houses with them. And I'm really proud that my team managed to get through all this innovation through these hard times.
That's a great story, David. Really inspiring.
Yes, we're so impressed with the resilience of our team. And I want to say hi to all our Victorian clients watching the launch. We know we are getting closer to being able to welcome you back into our design studio to share a welcome drink together.
Let's hope so. I believe you have one more range to show us.
Yes, our Overland range from Tasmania. This is a great one. We have a very unique brand in Daniel Robertson.
Is this the certified carbon neutral range?
Absolutely. We started with a huge amount of effort to reduce electricity usage in our Tasmanian operation. Then we moved to firing with biofuel to significantly reduce embodied carbon.
That's a fantastic sustainability initiative. It's really great to hear. I can see some very interesting complexities with textures and colours here. There are 2 collections in this range, is that right?
Yes, this is a beautiful collection inspired by the famous rugged landscapes of Tasmanian wilderness. This range comes in 8 unique colours in both the straight edge and rugged texture. The complexity of the collection means that no 2 bricks are alike.
Congratulations on these wonderful new products, David. Is there anything else you would like to share with those watching?
I would like to thank the whole team across the whole of the business for all their effort, and in particular, thank our customers for their ongoing support.
David, it's been a pleasure, and congratulations again on these new ranges. Now, let's hear from some of those great team members you mentioned.
Our inspiration in the R&D process is primarily driven by our vision of making beautiful products that last forever. There were a few challenges along the way, but as we always do as Brickworks, we come together and then the team works through all the little challenges. Why should people choose bricks for their homes? They're beautiful. When we see the new products in homes and buildings, we'll feel a sense of satisfaction and reflect on the joy and the challenges that we went through as a team as we work to deliver the end product. The process of making new bricks starts with getting feedback from sales and customers, and that filtering through to the factories. And then the production team get together, they start small-scale lab trials, and then that extends into smaller plant trials, and then eventually to production runs in the factory.
I've been with the company for about 5 years, and my career highlight has been developing all these new products for Austral Bricks New South Wales. The process of making new bricks can come from inspiration, from looking at overseas markets to market trends, or just from walking down the street and seeing a brick that you feel like you'd be able to make better. People should choose bricks for their homes because not only are they beautiful products that last forever, but they really have environmental and economic properties that should not be overlooked. Moving forward, I think that brickmaking in New South Wales is going to keep pushing as to what we can make and what is possible throughout our factories.
So, Brett, we've just had a whirlwind tour of Australia via brick factories, and it's probably the closest we'll get to travel at the moment. If you're joining us late, we have just heard from David, who officially launched new products from Austral Bricks, Barrel Bricks, New Brick, and Daniel Robertson. Throughout this evening, you will notice opportunities to scan a QR code. And seriously, how good is that? You have to love technology. So if you have your phone and you're watching on your desktop, you can download brochures that will give you more information on the B20 collection. Okay, Brett, what's next?
Well, Dana, it's time to go in a slightly different direction now. Having seen what we have to offer from our long-established brick brands, next we'll move to our masonry and precast divisions. To launch these products, I'd like to welcome Andrew Neerhoff, the Group General Manager of Concrete Products, to introduce these new masonry ranges. But first, to explain some of the research and development that Brickworks has invested, let's hear from our Group General Manager of Technical Innovation, Kathy Inglis.
Developing new products is a continuous process as we develop new colours, styles and textures. We often develop products to meet specific market demands or for custom applications. Testing is critical for all new products. This ensures they meet the National Construction Code requirements, Australian standards and are also fit for purpose for their application. Future building trends are leading towards prefabrication and off-site manufacture. This is for numerous reasons: to eliminate labour on site, for cleaner and safer building sites, but also for faster construction. The current global situation is meaning more people are spending time at home. They want a safe and secure environment, and they also want to build with products that are low maintenance and give them that sense of comfort that their home is a safe and secure place. New building technologies will enable Brickworks to drive new product development. Integrating automation and robotics into our factories enables us to make new and more complicated products. People should choose Brickworks building products because not only are they beautiful and last forever, they're backed by Brickworks warranties.
Andrew, welcome. How long have you been with the Brickworks family?
Yeah, thank you, Dana. Great to be here. I've been with Brickworks for 13 and a half years now and been fortunate enough during that time to have held roles that gave me good exposure across all our products, all our brands.
That sounds brilliant, Andrew. So why don't we start with Urbanstone?
Yeah, when we talk about beautiful products, this is one that really stands out for me. It's one of Australia's most premium paving brands, and although its headquarters are in Jandakot in Western Australia, if you were to visit the Anzac Memorial in Sydney, the Sydney Opera House, Yagan Square in Perth, or the Mooloolaba Foreshores in Queensland, you'll see the Urbanstone product. Today we're launching something new though. Traditionally, the Urbanstone range is centred around larger format products and taking inspiration from our sister divisions at Austral Bricks, along with feedback we've got from our architectural community. We've developed a range we've called the Accolades. Designed in a 230 by 76 format, it gives greater design flexibility, works in sync with our clay brick sizes, and we know they're in very high demand.
Where did you find inspiration for these colours?
Well, our collaboration across our brands and the industry enables us to learn from each other, and our national presence really gives us great overarching views of what the market's looking for.
I can see these being used in both commercial and residential projects. Would you agree?
Yeah, that's right. Actually, to be honest, the catalyst for developing this product was driven primarily by the need to get a small format paver that meets the heavy pavement properties that many of our commercial and council projects needs, particularly in terms of slip resistance and high traffic loads. So this range provides the market with an aesthetic appeal that also delivers on those high quality finishes and product performance characteristics that Urbanstone's so well known for.
You've certainly achieved that, Andrew. Now, Urbanstone isn't the only premium brand launching products. I hear that GB Masonry has some new stuff for us as well.
Yep, that's right. The brand producing Australia's most loved concrete masonry is launching a new product called GB Latitude. So with this product, we really wanted to give our designers something they could look to create some really striking facades, and it's about clean lines, textures, shadows, and we've listened to the market. We know there is interest in exploring textures and patterns, and this is the obvious next evolution.
This is a really interesting take on traditional block work.
Yeah, it is. You can see the design really highlights the longer horizontal bands and the creation of really clean lines, shadows. Yeah.
So most of the products we've discussed so far are really centred around design, but Brickworks is also focused on building solutions.
A large part of what we do focuses not just on design, but collaborating with our clients to find ways to combine our passion for beautiful products with more efficient methods of construction. Within our Austral Masonry business, we've got a full suite of retaining wall products, and working closely with developers and civil contractors, we've been focused on delivering walls that look good, but also increase the speed at which they can deliver their land subdivisions. So from this work today, we're launching two new ranges, the Magnum Stone Ledge Face and the Explorer retaining wall sleeper panels. So these products have both been designed to achieve superior looking, fully engineered systems that will stand the test of time, both visually and structurally. They're both large formats, so they'll be fast and reduce manual labour on site. And the ledge face finish is a new take on our traditional Magnum Stone product, but aimed to give an aesthetic that's more suited to residential subdivisions. The Explorer range is a panelised version of our traditional retaining wall sleepers. So instead of installing one sleeper at a time, you get a panel. So civil contractors can install the equivalent of about 5 sleepers at a time. So they use small earth moving equipment instead, and that's as opposed to manually placing a single sleeper in the posts one at a time.
I can see you've not sacrificed style for strength. Andrew, we heard it from Kathy earlier, and you also mentioned panelisation. I'm really keen to hear more about that.
Yeah, so like I said, a large part of what we do is to work with our clients to find better ways of building. And within our precast business, we're very focused on delivering the benefits of off-site construction and panelisation. So delivering our retaining wall sleeper panels in Austral Masonry, we used a lot of the expertise and know-how from our Austral precast business. And we've taken that step further again, and we've had our Austral Bricks business and our Austral Precast business collaborating. And after many years of research and development, I'm pleased to announce today that we're also launching panel brick.
This looks like a faster way to build. Are there any special considerations when making a product like this?
Well, to offer the beauty of brick with the speed of construction benefits you get with precast, we've actually installed state-of-the-art robotic bricklaying technology in our precast facility at Wetherill Park. So this robot uses lasers and laser-guided technology to place the bricks very accurately, exactly in the right position. So that robot will be operating 24 hours a day. So arguably will be Australia's hardest working bricklayer.
Champion little robot. Sounds to me like you're changing the way we're looking at commercial bricklaying.
Well, in all seriousness, I don't see this having too great an impact on how you see traditional bricklaying today. Instead, where we currently install precast panels, they're sent to site, they're a plain grey finish, and once they're installed, scaffolds erected and they're painted on site. With panel brick, clients are going to have a complete brick finish immediately upon the installation of the panel, and really giving customers savings by reducing the need for scaffold and applied finishes on site.
Thanks, Sandra, and congratulations on these new products. I think you'll be making a real difference to how we build. And for those of you watching, don't forget that Brickworks is donating $5 for every live viewer, so please keep on watching. Now let's check in back with Brett.
Thanks, Dana. I really hope you're loving what you're seeing so far. Now, next up, we're going to present our new collection from Bristol Roofing. To launch our roofing collection, I'm pleased to welcome Millie Picken, Group Brand and Communications Manager for Brickworks.
Welcome, Millie. Tell us a bit about yourself and your time with the company.
Hi, Dana. Well, I've been on the team at Brickworks for 11 years now, and I've recently returned to work after welcoming my first child. So it's great to be back in time for B20 and here to launch this beautiful new roof tile collection.
Millie, congratulations on becoming a new mum. That's a pretty big deal. Now let's talk about these Bristol releases.
Our national team from Bristol have been working really hard in the background to bring us this new collection. This allows me to show off 5 new tile ranges featuring 15 products, all focusing on a colour-first mantra. So I'm really proud to say that we now have a strong customer-focused approach to our Bristol roofing offering.
How would you say the new colour palette has been designed?
Essentially, to simplify decisions for our customers. We've made sure that our roofing colours complement other building materials and present options that suit a variety of architectural styles. For example, the Palm Springs or the Hamptons look.
Well, I can't wait to see them now.
Alrighty, well, let me take you through the highlights of our 5 new tile ranges. Our light range is made up of soft, natural tones, and these work really well in beach, rural, and urban areas. And as the name suggests, these tiles bring a fresh and light feeling to any project. Moving on to the mid-tone range now, these natural colours are designed to blend in harmony with their environment. Their tones are pleasing on the eye and gentle in their presence.
Oh, and now I can see some moodier colourways here.
Yes, so this is one of my favourites. Our dark range is really bold and has a richness from deep grey to red earth. Their tones are very popular with our customers and provide a strong basis for creating an exterior colour scheme.
So Millie, right now interiors are all about more matte and a lot less glossy textures. Would you say it's the same with roofing?
Yes, absolutely. So on that note, I'm pleased to present our matte colour through collection. These tiles are designed to offer excellent colour consistency and a longer lasting colour. This helps maintain the same look and feel to the roof for years and years to come. Lastly, we have our duo tiles, and these are really interesting because they feature either a straight 2-colour blend on each tile or a gentle graduation in tone of the same colour. So while I'm here, on top of our major colour updates this year, our profiles and ridgelines also have been updated. And this ensures that we have styles to fit all homes and architectural designs.
So Millie, what are some of the trends you've seen this year with roof tiles?
Look, in 2020, we've definitely seen a shift in the market. And this has to do with clients having greater access to information about the benefits of roof tiles. We know that they're long-lasting, low-maintenance, quiet, and energy efficient. And they also offer superior warranties of up to 50 years. Plus, the honesty and strength of these materials is very appealing. So yes, we're definitely seeing strong growth across our portfolio of roof tile products, from terracotta to solar, and our concrete tiles, which all offer a lot of profiles and colours to ensure we meet our customer needs.
Congratulations, Millie, and to all of your colleagues at Bristyle. I can see this revitalised new range really offering great options to your clients. If you've missed any of these products, you can view them by scanning the QR codes on your screen for instant access to brochures. Now, let's check in with Brett as we take a look at the new international collection coming to the Australian market.
At Brickworks, we search the globe to find the best building products available. These upcoming products are made using clays, formats, and bespoke manufacturing techniques that are truly unique, offering something to the market that can't be found anywhere else in Australia. As always, we take guidance from our clients and our national specifications team when introducing products that are manufactured internationally. Here's a short clip from our National Business Development Manager, Eve Castle, and some of Australia's leading architects who have worked closely with Brickworks to create some truly inspiring projects.
We support design simply by saying yes. We are very lucky at Brickworks to get very regular opportunities to work with our architect clients on unique product briefs.
Brickworks are really great advocates for architecture, not only through their collaborative working relationship with the profession, like each project they're really striving for what's the best, but also through their advocacy, through their talks, their publications, and the events that bring architects together.
I guess the difference in working with Brickworks from other suppliers is that they have a physical presence in our city and they have a huge technical support that comes with their products. It's never a no from Brickworks. They always have a solution to the problem.
I've always been influenced by the architecture of Spain. The way the modern movement is relevant to their local culture and climate, but also the way they've used great materials in a really appropriate way.
We have aligned with a number of manufacturers in both Spain and in Italy. The energy, the passion and the commitment that they have to making is very much matched by the culture we have here locally, and that's why these international brands are such a good fit for the Brickworks portfolio.
We imagine that our buildings will be part of an evolution of a city and they might have different modes of occupation in their lifetime. We like to think of it as a passive sustainability.
I think the biggest change to the practice of architecture through the current global situation is this idea of flexibility and people having greater choice about how they live, work and where they do that.
Brickworks is showing its support through industry partnerships. We work very closely with designers to ensure they have the products that they need, and we are very focused on our goal of providing beautiful products that last forever, made efficiently, so we can all enjoy more sustainable futures.
In the spirit of our ongoing collaborations, both locally and internationally, I'm delighted to introduce our latest international discovery, the Nelson collection from Belgium. Nelson's story started 99 years ago and is one of continuous innovation. It also features a family story with 4 generations of brickmakers continuing a legacy of unique products with outstanding quality. Now, these products are carefully handmade, displaying a rustic texture and European craftsmanship. Nelson bricks are fired in a tunnel kiln under a slightly reduced atmosphere, producing a range of 8 unique, beautiful colours. Now, moving south, our next product was born out of Italy and is known simply as Skin. Skin is a terracotta facade system produced by local Italian brick manufacturer San Selmo and is available in 2 finishes and 7 colours. I'm extremely pleased and excited to officially launch this beautiful terracotta cladding system as part of Brickworks B20.
Brett, I've noticed the clear trend towards singular materials where the roofs and the walls are in one finish.
Exactly, Dana. What we're seeing is the use of materiality extending across the floor, walls and roof structures. So with this new Skin product, it can be used as both a rain screen and as a roofing material.
So monolithic. I really love that. All right, Brett, shall we talk porcelain pavers now?
That's a great idea, Dana, as we have a range of premium pavers from Chioppi, also manufactured in Italy. These beautiful pavers come in a 20mm thickness, which are ideal for landscape applications. And I love this range because of the depth of colour options available, from colours that mimic natural stone in the Percorsi collection to our Sol range, which presents as a natural wood finish, but in a porcelain paver. To complete our range of international products, we're very excited to introduce 3 specialty bricks from our long-term Spanish partner, La Paloma. Now, their beautiful standard bricks have been used in some of the best architecture in Australia, including the Carlisle Hotel, which has been designed by architects Richards and Spence. Now, this range extension includes 3 very unique products: a mosaic brick, a curved brick, and a combed brick, all available in 2 colours, an off-white and a metallic blue-grey, and laid the same way as traditional bricks.
Now, Brett, you'd know I'd absolutely love these. Some fantastic possibilities there, not just for exterior applications, but also interiors, which always gets me excited.
Absolutely, Dana. And being available in both standard bricks and specialty bricks, you can incorporate both to define different spaces. Now, Dana, I'm very excited for our final product, which also comes from Italy. This product was developed in collaboration with industrial designer Adam Goodrum. It gives me great pleasure to welcome Adam to launch Kite Breeze.
I'm here with the much-loved Australian designer, Adam Goodrum. So, Adam, you have worked with a really broad range of clients on lots of different types of products, and I dare say this is probably something quite different to what you've done before. I'm really keen to hear, how is this collaboration with Brickworks different to some of the others that you have worked on, and how did it actually come about?
Came about, I received a lovely phone call from Brett, and he asked me if I'd be interested to work on a project with Brickworks, which I was obviously thrilled. And he said they'd had a sort of increased demand with their existing collection of breeze blocks, and would I be interested to design a new one? So
sounds great. So I guess a lot of people wouldn't think of you or know of you as a furniture designer. You are an industrial designer, so the scope of what you do is actually much broader than that. Working on a new product like this with a different company and with a different medium, there must have been some things that you have learned and some of the new opportunities that have come out of this. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah. Normally I kind of work in the furniture world. A lot of my projects are normally furniture. So whenever I receive a brief where it's something a little bit different, I'm always excited. But I guess in my practice, I've kind of always had a fascination for geometry and mathematics and repetition and pattern. And so it's kind of perfect. That's exactly what breeze blocks, endeavour to do. So it wasn't like it was in unfamiliar territory sort of to work on the project.
I'm just wondering if you could talk a little bit about some of the possibilities of those patterns and
yeah, so I guess the main premise of the design is that it's one building block that can be applied to hopefully endless, patterns and opportunities. Mm-hmm. It can be used in one layer in which, you get a certain number of opportunities. And then when it's doubled up as another layer, it kind of increases to get all these other levels. And I guess the majority of breeze blocks are just extrusion of a profile.
Yes.
Where this block, it's kind of got another plane, another relief, mm-hmm. and that gives more opportunity for the way the light hits it and pattern and shadow and that kind of thing.
Did you, I guess, in pushing the boundary of a block, did you come up, did you have to resolve any issues that perhaps you may not have foreseen in the beginning? Or were there any challenges that you had to overcome with the material you used or anything like that?
Maybe, probably just touching on the point that in Brickworks' existing collection, they were normally extruded profiles. Yes. So because we had this extra, I guess, layer to it, there was a few things that we had to overcome in regards to the production just because it was a different form of production. But I'm incredibly happy with the result.
Well, I'd say that would probably be worth it because I would think that this layering effect that you achieve is actually what gives the product this versatility.
Yeah, it's all about the way the light and the shadow hits in that extra level, and you can get the depth, particularly when it's in multiples. You get these most gorgeous patterns from it.
That's great. So, I mean, I think that breeze block has been such an iconic fixture in the Australian architecture from 50s, 60s and 70s. I've been told I'm too young to remember this, right?
Naturally, but, myself.
We're all too young for this, but we've seen photos, right? And I'm just wondering whether this nostalgia fed into some of your inspiration or whether you were in any way influenced in how you designed this, or is there a story of how you relate to block work, I suppose?
I grew up in coastal WA. And I was surrounded by houses of the 50s and 60s. And a lot of the architecture used breeze blocks, so I guess they're kind of familiar. And our family home, we face the south and you get a very strong afternoon breeze called the Fremantle Doctor, which is like 30 knots. Yes. And we had this little cove of actually breeze blocks that would protect you so you wouldn't cop all the wind coming into the front door to blow you away, but there'd still be a little bit of ventilation. And then from the street, it was kind of this interesting pattern that it was at the front door. So beautiful. I guess they're kind of familiar, I think they're sort of, the symbol of the quintessential, indoor, outdoor Australian lifestyle. And I think because of the scale, I'm really interested to see how architects and homeowners and designers use it, because you can use it, I guess, on a small scale, or you can use it on a really large scale where it becomes really interesting. So I can't wait to see that. Brickworks is such a significant company. I'm thrilled to be able to collaborate with such a great Australian company.
That's fantastic. Must be a lovely feather in your cap.
Yeah.
It certainly is. Well, congratulations.
It's very exciting to launch it.
Well, let's have a look at some of the patterning options that you've created with Kite Breeze Block. Well, I can't quite believe it, but tonight we've travelled from New South Wales to Queensland, South Australia, Victoria, Tasmania and WA, then across to Belgium, Spain and Italy for the reveal of over 100 new products.
On behalf of the entire team at Brickworks, we'd like to thank you for joining us for our B20 product launch. We hope you found some new product inspiration, and over the next week, we'd like to invite you to visit our design studios and centres to experience the B20 collection in person. Now, to do this, simply visit the Brickworks website to book a time to visit and have a personal experience.
So how did we do, Brett? Did the live stream views add up to a healthy donation to the Children's Cancer Institute?
Dana, keep an eye on our social media pages. We'll have the total to announce on Instagram and Facebook in just a few minutes. Now, Dana, from all of us at Brickworks, thank you for helping us launch our B20 collection.
It's been an absolute pleasure, and thank you so much for having me. I can't wait to see some of these amazing products being used in Australian architecture and interiors, and also get published on Yellow Trace.
For everybody watching, thank you again for your ongoing support and company. We look forward to working with you in the future. Thank you again for joining us.